like it is the equivalent of the red pill.
Yo, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? What a weird day today. Hacks happening. Binance chain is getting attacked. Crazy shit. Crazy shit, right? How's everybody doing? How are your portfolios doing? My sandbag is being kicked hard. Everything is being fucked. But look at this. Look at my sandbag. Serum and Radium. Oof. Okay, Radium is all profit, so we don't give a shit much. But look at Serum. Yes, it pumped, but this, come on, what the fuck? Solana is suffering. Sandbag is not doing well. I don't know what exactly is happening. FTX token FTT is behaving the best, and I still think it's super undervalued. I mean, look at FTX is going to be top 3 exchange. I think it's going to be above Binance soon, much sooner than we expect, especially with what happened, what's going on with Binance like these days. I mean, I just saw like that. It's been for a few hours like that. Let me show you. Look at the Binance Smart Chain. Look what's happening. Look at this fucking thing. It's exactly like I warned all of you. Don't wrap your shitcoins into a shit network like Binance Chain. Look what's happening. So if you don't understand what's happening, the Binance Smart Chain to Ethereum bridge is down. Meaning, if you've wrapped any Ethereum token and you're playing around on DeFi, like I did on stream, if you remember, I have, what's it called? I have some BUSD on my wallet, on my Binance wallet. Yeah, I have 2000 BUSD. If I wanted to transfer them back to my Ethereum wallets with USDT or USDC or anything like that, I can't. Yes, I can feed my Ethereum tokens to the Binance chain. That bridge is open, but the other way around, nope. It doesn't work. So yeah, be careful out there. Be careful what you're wrapping on CZ's chain. Really, this is like bullshit. Bullshit chain that is gonna... It's gonna make you lose your money. I know people are like on auto farms here. And they've... What do you mean Binance chain being directly connected to Binance? Binance chain is not directly connected. Yes, Binance is running all the 11 nodes that validate all the transactions on the Binance chain. Yeah, but now that you are wrapping the Ethereum, this is a Cosmos SDK chain, so it's compatible with all the different chains out there. And it has different kind of bridges. Bridges to Solana, bridges to Ethereum, to Polkadot, to other Cosmos projects. You can wrap any token. And this is exactly what Binance is using. So you are wrapping now your Cosmos or your Polkadot or your Ethereum into the Binance chain, and then you're coming to here, to this here. You wrapped your Ethereum. You dropped your dot, and you have now B dot, let's say, Binance dot, and you can put it here, you can deposit it on this smart contract, which works like any Uniswap liquidity pool. And this is a single asset pool, meaning you just put your dot, and you get 14% per year annual interest. But this is not dot, this is wrapped dot. And all the bridges are connected and maintained by Binance. So the moment these bridges are down, you are stuck. Your dot is stuck. If you want to sell your dot, you can't sell your dot. You're fucked. And this is what's happening at the moment. If you've wrapped your Ethereum now and you are hoping to get 23% in a year, it's done. You can't get it out. You can't immediately go sell it. Maybe you can sell it for BUSD in inside Ethereum, inside the Binance chain, sure, and you can hold the stable coin that CZ is pegging. I don't know. I find it too risky for no reason. Here I have 2000 BUSD. I should yeah, let's put them to do something. I mean, since I have them and they're stuck in here, why don't I even do this? If Binance goes down, I go down with it, right? So, as always, hardware fighting wallet, your MetaMask, even the best players in the space have gotten hacked. Like, look at Not So Fast, which I totally respect, and I think like he's a gem finder. How are you gonna get out? Yes, you sell on BUSD, man, but how are you gonna get your BUSD out of this stupid chain? You know? Yeah. Sure. Imagine though, yes, but imagine what kind of price you're gonna find, because if there's gonna be a different price inside the Binance chain for your BUSD and for your other assets. Like, imagine, like, it's gonna have a different exchange rate if the gate is down for long enough, right? In the end, you're gonna, like, Ethereum inside Binance, trapped inside Binance chain, will drop as time passes, right? Yeah, but at some point people are like, it's not gonna be the other side to sell. Let's see. So people, you think, are gonna continuously feed the thing? I would really advise of staying away from that that thing. So yeah, where is it? Deposit. Here, I'll deposit $2,000. I mean, this is better than what you get in your bank, right? What do you get in your bank? So yeah, CZ is giving you 33% per year. Why not? So here you are. Soon this is gonna be deposited, and this is an auto-compounding farm. It's pretty beautiful, so I assume that all my interest rewards are gonna be immediately automated, like automatically reinvested. Here you go. Sure, let's approve this. So I assume this is the approval for the... Here you go. Binance chain works. So again, if you want to play around, put a little bit of money and go play in the stupid Binance chain. So yeah, but remember, 10 days ago I deposited 3k on the Binance chain. Like, I had some BNB left on Binance, and we said like, okay, let's go ape into different farms around the Binance ecosystem, and we got fucked from every side. We went to Goose Finance and overinflation, and then we got auto farm listing, which means if you see what's happening in the Goose thing, you see like 450,000%. This continuously dilutes everything. So Goose is trying in every way to combat this dump. So they are doing layered farms now. Or so where was it? I had it open somewhere. Yeah, here you go. Goose Finance. They're doing some layered shit, and they are burning. They're so trying. What is Goose now? So we lost like a good 20% there. It's $50. Here you go. Look what happened. The moment it got listed in Auto Farm, Yay, we got listed in auto farm. Let's buy the dip here, and then just goes to the fucking bottom of the sea. Yeah, horrible. And then we went to the Viking pools. So we said like, okay, this is not good enough. So I went here. And yeah, again, high API, APY, but this wasn't enough. So they wanted the attention. Maybe they wanted also the audit that the auto farm provides in their contracts. And yeah, here you go. This is 19 million%, so it's 3.4% per day. These are unreal numbers, and there is a reason. There is like the emissions are going to be really high, which means the price decline is going to be higher. So yes, like I assume it's like it loses more than 3.4% per day, right? Yes, it does, as you understand. People are dumping faster than they're earning, obviously. So Viking is now at 14. I entered what, at 70? At the absolute peak. Thank you, bro. Whoever told me this is a good farm, fuck you. No, but the idea is to demonstrate that high APY farms are scams, and there is no way you can actually combat the dilution of the tokens and the issuance of the new ones. And despite their crazy efforts to put layers on layers on layers of farms and farm inside your farm, like you would Exhibit would do in Pimp My Ride, I heard you like a yield farm. So I put a yield farm in your yield farm, and yeah, this is what happens. It's fucked up, 21 million%. So yeah, stay away from that. Also, what you meant? Did you see what happened with Meerkat? Meerkat, something like that. Finance, BSC, something like that today. So yeah, there was a rug pull, or yeah, what happened here? This is a Binance farm. So the guy is beautiful because the guy that did a test transaction here. So yes, the guy did a test transaction first and sent 1 BNB, and then drained the whole contract with 73,600 BNB. And yeah, there are always two options when this happens. There are two different scenarios. There is no third scenario. It's like either the developers was Meerkat. No, obviously it wasn't audited. None of these projects are audited. And yeah. And who's the auditor? And let's say it was audited and I audited it. Like, who gives the credentials in this market, in this shady market? Yes, there are a couple of firms, but don't expect Meerkat or Viking Finance. That's why they want to be listed in Autofarm, because Autofarm at least provides a basic audit. If you click this turbo button, these are the not unaudited farms. See, you can go to Kebab Finance. Yeah, Kebab Finance, not audited by the Autofarm people. So yes, this was one of those. Meerkat, 73 million BNB, 1000 BNB, 32 million in USD, drained. So it's two scenarios always. It's either the developers were careless or incompetent and left a way for a hacker to drain the contract, or they just did it on purpose. They left like a little window for them. And when the contract had enough money and they thought that, hey, that's enough for us. If we can get 32 million, that's good enough. Maybe this is why maybe that's why the Binance gate is down. You know, like there must be a reason. Where was the Binance gate? I can't find it. There was a reason, like the Ethereum, the Binance to Ethereum. Bridge was down, so maybe this is connected. Maybe they're trying to contain the stolen funds. So yes, this is what happens. This is what happens when you ape into smart contracts that haven't been audited, and on really new chains that are haven't been battle hardened. They haven't been like this happens on Ethereum constantly. Like people know better. People did these things when like they knew the address of Sam Bankman-Fried, the sandbag that we're all talking about, or the Andre, or the guy behind Yearn. They knew all these people's addresses, Ethereum addresses, and what they used to do was they used to just, the moment they released a contract, even if it was like a test, something, they wrote something and they just put it on the Ethereum mainnet, people would just send things to that contract, hoping that they will enter the new Yearn finance contract and they will be the first people committing liquidity, and for the first couple of blocks of Ethereum, they will be receiving a full coin or whatever is the emission rate on these super low circulation coins. So people were just sending shit, and funds were stuck, funds were lost, funds were drained because these were like test contracts and or contracts for different different functionalities that had nothing to do with the public's funds. So yes, people are stupid. But this is happening to Ethereum again and again and again. And if Binance chain continues to live, it's going to experience many more hacks. If I think Binance hack would be a good thing for a crypto in the long term, I don't believe that there is no chain that's not going to be attacked in the beginning. It's going to be good. I think Binance is a good thing for the market. I think it has benefited the altcoin market a lot, and for us that we've been playing the altcoin game for a very long time, Binance has been a very useful tool, and like it eased, like it's much better than compared to Pundi-x and Bittrex times, where wallets needed weeks to upgrade, and I mean it's better. Also, I think that Binance chain serves a purpose, and I understand why he's trying to decentralize himself, CZ that is. I understand that they will want to continue being the number one broker, and they will continuously try to go around regulation. So if you're gonna get clients from the US or from whichever jurisdiction that prohibits the trade of crypto or owning Bitcoin or whatever way, and you don't have like good access to a broker, to an exchange, Binance Smart Chain can actually work. But no, I don't think hacking Binance Chain is a good thing. I think the less hacks and the more thorough the audits and the better the security, the better for the whole image of crypto. And yeah, sure, Binance Chain looks like a children's casino at the moment. But you never know what they're going to try to do. Maybe they actually one day try to completely decentralize themselves, and there's not only 11 nodes, but there are 150 nodes, and there is one node running in every country, and it completely decentralizes himself. And yes, he runs 11 nodes out of the 150, but it's sure not that much. Now, running 11 out of 11 and having the ability to close down the bridge, it's really... This has been done again, though. You have to understand, Ethereum did that. Ethereum and Ethereum Classic split because Ethereum, after being hacked and stealing the DAO allocation, which was what, 17 million Ethereum at the moment. It was a lot. I don't remember the exact number, but it was a lot. It was over 10% of the circulation of the coin, and yeah, the chain rolled back. And this is the Ethereum we value and love today, and we value it for $2,000 almost, $1,500 now. So yeah, I don't think any hack is good, and I don't think that any of those hacks are actually going to stop Binance Chain from existing, or from having a market cap, or from giving access to people with very little funds. And soon it's going to be interlopable with many more blockchains, because it's built on the Cosmos SDK, and we said the Cosmos ecosystem is rich and beautiful. And one of its projects, and well, that's why I'm constantly reminding you guys that there is a reason Binance Chain is a Cosmos project. And you can't have 55 billion in value written in all the protocols that the Cosmos Foundation has built, while the actual coin is 10 times smaller. You know? So look at this dump here. Like, we had such a good trajectory today, reaching over 20 bucks. Like, what, it reached $21 and was going great. And then this. Like, that makes no sense. Like we said, that I'm holding a big bag of Cosmos, and that's why I'm interested in Cosmos. I also believe there are other projects that are great, but I just have such a big exposure to Cosmos that it prevents me from getting exposure into Cosmos projects. So I would say that a great candidate for the coming days for a huge pump is Thorchain. So if you can actually time your buy with when the Cosmos interlopable, the Internet of Blockchains, as they want to call it, which makes all the Cosmos projects seamlessly interlopable, so you can send from, like, Thur is a cross-chain liquidity pool operator, meaning you can have Bitcoin on one side of the pool and Ethereum on the other side of the pool. And this is going to be powered by that technology. So I think that's I don't own any Rune, just because I am owning such a large amount of Cosmos. Remember, I'm from the ICO, holding a bag since the ICO from 2017, early 2017. And I didn't see my coins for 2.5 years, so yes, I haven't sold much. So I really believe on the project, and you should keep an eye on this ecosystem in general. Kira is a great project. We spoke about that. We made quite a good X on that. In 24 hours it doubled in price. It's been dumping since, I have to say, but even if you watched the stream that day and you bought with me, you're still 35% up, because we bought it at 98 cents. It reached at 260 at some point, so yeah, guys, whoever had that opportunity, great, good for you. So many good projects. You should also wonder why Binance Chain, why OKX, why KuCoin shares. All these projects are running on Cosmos. There must be a reason. Secret also. Secret is a good investment. Like, if you think that the Cosmos ecosystem is going to actually work out and become something that offers solutions of interlopability in the market, you should invest in a privacy coin in the Cosmos layer of contracts. And Secret is that. If you want a privacy protocol inside this ecosystem that can connect with any other ecosystem, you should check out Secret. There are some really fucking good projects, and like there are some really good investments, like undercover investments. Let me find this. There are some really large funds investing in those coins. Like, if you go to Kira, to the Kira website, and you go down, this is like a micro project. I really like Kira. I'm holding a very small moonbug at the moment, but it's a great project. It's a tiny cap, and if you think the ecosystem is going to be big enough, this is a 30 million market cap. It has a huge potential, and if you see who's behind these people, who has given them money, look at these. Like, DFG has a lot of money. We know that. We've talked about that. These people know their shit. You see their investments. They don't have many investments. Sure, they have the bigger ones. We love Solana. It's in the Sam bag, of course. Anything that Sam touches, we buy. Solana is the biggest weight on that bag. Solana and FTT are the big weights. FTT being the baby project of Sam, and Solana because he loves building on it and he must see something. And since he's a brilliant guy and we like him and he has a bright smile, right? We bought Solana. Polkadot, yeah, again, of course. Gavin Wood, he's a smart guy as well. We've said anything that has to do with Polka parachains, I buy. I want any new project. We're gonna talk about Kylin. That there is a balancer pool sale at the moment going, and maybe now it's a good time to enter if it hasn't expired already. So yeah, look at what DFG has invested in. He's invested in all this shit, which are huge projects on the billions, all of them. And you get those. Kira being one of those. So it must say something. These people are multi-millionaires, so there is a reason Kira is here. And we should recognize that the DFG fund has like assets under management the size, like 20 times the size of Kira, most probably. And I don't know exact numbers, but Kira being 40 million is not a microcap still. And speaking of microcaps, let's talk about my favorite microcap, Plasma Pay, Plasma Finance. Man, these dudes, like I did a bit of more research about them, really. They've been around for a long time. Poor dudes, they launched on the bear market. Poor people, they launched in 2018, in the middle of the bear market. They made a non-custodial Ethereum wallet, something like that, pretty nothing. But they started going on and on and on and on. They kept on building and building and building, and they are running their own chain. So they have this weird called Plasma chain, Plasma DLT. So this is a weird decentralized ledger technology. So there's a difference between blockchain and DLT. All blockchains are DLTs, not all DLTs are blockchains. Think of it like that. DLTs don't need coins to work. They don't need a blockchain. They just have a ledger which they write on and then they compare. So I don't exactly know how it works, but they've been building. This is not just the front of some pretty like Uniswap clone that initially gives this kind of impression, but it's not. Look at this. You can choose between SushiSwap and Uniswap, and in the future you're gonna be able to choose SushiSwap and not just or. Like they're working on the and, which is fucking big, because if you can check both rates, both prices, see if there is arbitrage, if you can close that arbitrage between these kind of pools, the market is going to be fairer. Like, and they are going to like Plasma Swap. This is Plasma Finance. You get your market, you get your portfolio. You can like let's switch to the real Ethereum thing. Yeah, here. You get your portfolio, you get your swaps like you do in Uniswap or in SushiSwap, and you have all the different coins. Look, I have some coins that cannot be sold. Like, look at this, Kick token. Sold all my Kick token for 0.02 Ethereum. This is bullshit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that noise. So yes, and it gives you access to liquidity pools, which is fucking good if you have tokens that are sitting, so you don't need to know how Uniswap pools work. This is much more straightforward. This is under one hood, and the most important, the nicest thing is the savings part, where at the moment you're only given access to Yearn Finance products, but the idea is to actually have all kinds of stable risk automated funds. So yeah, you're gonna be able. See, this is Yearn. This is through the Yearn. This is Yearn curve pools. So they're also gonna start the Plasma Swap, which actually gives you the access to the savings tab, because this is where this is where the whole party happens, because as I said, they are running their own blockchain behind that. Sure, it's a centralized 11 node, again, even less. Maybe it's even less, like somewhere here. You can see, like this is the same guy bringing the same all the blocks. So yeah, I don't think it's much centralized, but the interlopability and all this ease of use is gonna bring people, and you can buy things with your credit card, you know, and this is they have a very sleek application on their phone, so you can access. Listen to this. So you buy some BTC with your credit card or whatever is that you want to buy. You buy some Ethereum, you buy some stablecoin, some USDT, and you go to savings, and yeah, return on investment. You put it on the USDC, even USDC. Do it on the USDC to feel a bit better. So you think that Coinbase is there backing you, and it's not a company in the Bahamas that's shady, and there is like a FUD chapter behind it with if it's backed, if it's not, if they're in jail, if they're not, if they're real, if they're not. Fuck that noise. Just go to USDC, feel better. Securities and Exchange Commission in the US has audited them. They're a legit company. Feel safe. Put your money here. Why don't you? If you have USD, you have US dollars sitting on your bank account, I think you're doing it wrong. Very wrong. You should be going to, if you don't trust the Plasma Finance people, this is just the UI at the moment that you're seeing. You should go alone to Yearn Finance and deposit there your dollars. What the fuck are you doing giving it to the bankers? You know, they are spending it in order to pay for the regulation, to keep their greediness in check, so they don't do a 2008 financial meltdown once again. They introduced all the MiFID security measures. Man, you're lucky you have 0.01 fucking interest in your account. Your neighbors in the Netherlands already have negative ones. You know, there's like the whole thing is not gonna work out. How debt is going to repay long-term debt if interest rates are negative? Like the whole thing is not gonna work. And I know people working in investment banks, and they know that before the MiFID regulations, they could make more money. The banks could make more money, which means the clients could make more money. Sure, you think the bankers are scammers and shit. Everybody wants clients. Everybody wants to be selling their investment products and getting good returns to satisfy whoever is investing with them. So they could give them better returns. But now with all the security measures, you can't. Exactly. Everybody's having negative rates, and there's going to be negative rates are going to be soon in a bank, in your local bank. Like if you live in the developed world, if you live even the developing world we used to know back in the 90s or in the early 2000s, man, they're entering the developed phase. So all these things are gonna be fucked. So this is not viable on the long term, and I think decentralized finance, and this is like in one word, if you want to summarize the bull run, the 2020 bull run and the 2021 bull run, let's not look from this week that it's the NFT party going on. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, it's DeFi, and DeFi, stablecoin DeFi, that's giving you like good interest rates, especially when there is so much movement in the Ethereum network. When there is so much innovation in the Ethereum network, there is a reason this only exists in the Ethereum network. But it's not about, oh, the guys are just really smart. No, you can't have this. You can't have decentralized finance in an empty blockchain. You need to find arbitrage opportunities to close, especially if you're holding stablecoins. Like, where is the stablecoin required now? in the Ethereum blockchain. Oh, it's required now there for 3 blocks, for the next 3 blocks, and it's gonna give me that much interest rate. And they're a machine, they can lend it in a flash loan that lasts for 3 blocks, and they're gonna get a return out of that. And then they will scan the Ethereum network for a better opportunity or for the best opportunity of that moment. And they're gonna go there. So look at the fucking interest rates it can give you. 800% in a year. Sure, this is calculated over what? Like, it doesn't say for how long. Here. The total. The forecast. So, this can spike. This can spike a lot. You shouldn't believe that. You should expect a much milder return on the stablecoins. These are the real APYs you're gonna get. The annual ones. So this is the annual percentage yield you're gonna see from your Tether thing. Man, this is a return. Are you crazy? 16%. This is the 90s. This is prosperity. This is when you used to take a loan to go on vacation. People used to go around, man, taking loans to go Christmas loan to buy presents for the family. Woohoo! Yes, they could do that. If you have money in the bank that give you 16% a year, man, you can live on interest. Like, this is doable. This is doable. So I think if you can funnel into DeFi normies, people that have no idea how this works, because you don't need to know how this works. You just need to know that this is secure and that it works. That's all you need to know. You shouldn't need to know. You don't know how double spending is prevented in your banking, in your local branch. What if you have a twin fucking brother and you go to 2 different branches in 2 different areas at the same time, and you check you try to give the same check to them? How do they know that this is double spend? How do they know to prevent this shit? You know? So if you can get all these people that will just download an app, buy some stablecoins, which they will not know it's stablecoin, they will just know this is like dollar. They just think, oh, hey, this is the native dollar of the platform, and they do a test with, I don't know, put 2,000, whatever. I mean, the average person doesn't have a lot of saving. Let's not kid ourselves, especially during the Corona fucking shenanigans, the Rona party. So yeah. Do a little test, play around, put your money into a stable coin a little bit, and this is not a time deposit. Remember, you can just withdraw at any time. It eliminates all the crypto risk, eliminates all this shit. You go to only super huge, audited by QuantStamp and all these things. You should be very careful. And if you there are there is a really cool Twitter account. I don't remember it. That has signed a block that has 600 million in stablecoins inside. So this is an account that manages about 640 million in stablecoins. He doesn't have any crypto. He just puts liquidity. He has all stablecoins. He has shared the risk between all 6 stablecoins, from DAI to USDT to TrueUSD and USDC, and all the companies that have a BUSD, all of them. Whoever has a peg on the dollar, he has a part of it. So he has diversified his risk on a pegger going bust. Small chances, but great to do that. And then he has only deposited in pools that have been audited, are battle hardened, they've been tried, they're running for the past year, for example, without ever any attacker managing to do anything, because the Meerkat pool was what? That we spoke about, that it was drained for 32 million. It was 1 week old. It was nothing. It was like, if you are out in the crypto world for a year, and you have a bounty inside, you have a little treasure, you have a little piggy bag that anybody can take if they break your code, and the piggy bag is whatever Yearn finance. Like, I was looking at what's it called? The total value locked into DeFi. They're in the billions and billions. So there are reputable companies that are very, very expensive to get to audit your project, like QuantStamp. But projects like those that we spoke about, like the Yearn Finance pools, algorithmic pools that cannot become greedy, cannot steal your money, cannot trench a product into risk levels, make it super complicated, sell it around and then going bust. This cannot happen. This is audited and it removes the human element, it removes the error, and it manages to get your yield to 16%, which is back to the 90s. And if you go to African countries, if you go to Central Africa, you'll see that banks give these kind of deposits, but there you have the inflation issues, so you can't combat it. Here, this is the inflation of the US dollar. So this is a different chapter to talk about the inflation of the US dollar. Let's not go there, at least tonight, because we'll never end. But the only combat you have to, if you want to exit and keep your money in USD, sure, this is what you need to have in mind. Yes, you'll be with 500k and making 16% a year. You'll have a good amount of money. I assume that this arbitrage is going to close from the real world as these things gain traction, as they're discovered, just like plasma finance is trying to make something where it's gonna connect everything. Imagine having auto farms here. Imagine having Thur pools here. Imagine having all the different stablecoin pools here that different algorithmic funds are doing. And yes, there's going to be a Yearn Finance on Binance Chain. We said this is the Yearn Finance. It has already 1.2 billion total value locked. This is a lot. And there's going to be the same one in Solana. We said for sure this is going to be. And we don't know who's going to be doing it, but there are serious money dropped in Solana. And there is a reason all these things are. Remember, SushiSwap is migrating to Solana soon. So keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open for the Yearn Finance of Solana. This is what you need to do. You need to keep your eyes open for the Yearn Finance of Polkadot, of Cosmos, because there's going to be this kind of algorithmic funds. There's going to be arbitrage to close between tiny amounts of time, very small windows of time that a human can't really do. So I think that there's going to be a lot of money to be made in these things. So what did we do last time? I forgot. Yes, we aped into Union Farm, which I'm confused. I tried to understand, to explain to you guys that you told me that you're all holders and shit. What do you mean, who pays you? There is no, okay, let's go again. The interest is generated by the requirement of your USD, of your stablecoin, into the ecosystem. So maybe for a transaction to settle on a decentralized exchange, the exchange needs the contract, not the exchange. There's no centralized party asking for your money. The Ethereum network will, let's say a loan is given on the balancer pools, and Yearn Finance is going to provide for the collateral in that loan. And if the loan defaults, the Yearn Finance will actually have some kind of mechanism to get the money from the balancer pool. So this is all connected into the requirement of and the arbitrage that happens between projects that are running on the Ethereum blockchain. This is how you get your money. So at this 3 blocks your money are needed in Curve. In the next 5 blocks, your money are needed in a decentralized exchange. They are needed for market making, because there is a lot of automated money market making at the moment happening. So many things. Like, if you see how much traffic is in the Ethereum network, you'll understand. Chances to lose your deposit. There are always chances to lose your deposit, since these are smart contracts. There might be holes. There could be holes. You never know what's going to happen. But so far, so good. Well, I can't tell you it's never going to happen. It's constantly happening, but in the projects that have been audited and have been battle hardened, it hasn't happened. And like I was looking at the Union protocol, and this is like insurance for DeFi. So there are gonna be pools that insure other pools, or there's gonna be pools that are gonna be receiving interest rate because they have contracted it in case of a pool drain in Yearn. They will cover let's say 20%. They have 5 insurers, and they've insured the Yearn Finance stablecoin vault. Okay, and if it gets drained ever, they will have to back it up, and they will have a big one of them, or one of those concepts. So there's going to be layers of insurance, and this is very complicated for me to understand, despite kind of knowing about insurance. This is something I just don't understand. It has 3 different tokens. It gets super complicated, but we aped into it because friends had it, and yeah, we bought 2 Ethereum on the stream. Like, suddenly we went crazy, and we bought 2 Ethereum and we put it on this shitty wallet. So yes, our 2 Ethereum is now 2.2 Ethereum, guys. It reached to 2.4, but we went back to 2.2. But I have to say, this is a good project. This is a good project because I was looking at it. Look who's put his money into it. It's our friend Sam, Alameda Research. Come on, guys. Anything that Sam touches, we need to own. And this was the reason. The moment my friend on the chat told me, hey, this has been touched by Sam. This has the scent of Sam. I'm like, oh my god, we need to own it. I know another friend that really likes 3 commas. You know? Oh, here, look, guy from the chat likes 3 commas. Like, this is insurance solutions for decentralized finance. And these guys, they are building a lot of decentralized finance. They are the go-to bot service. So if you want a bot, 3 commas is going to develop it for you. And Alameda Research is like the Midas Research. Even the name suggests that anything they touch becomes gold, and you can take some gold and put it in your pocket usually. And anything like FTT, man, just go to FTT, trade on FTT. Use my link downstairs, dude. Use my link downstairs. You trade on FTT. If you have like some Bitcoin lying around, go, and you don't want to play in altcoins, why don't you play in the stock market without creating a taxable event, right? Why don't you go to FTT and play on buy some Tesla, or buy some Amazon, or buy some Facebook, or whatever stock, or if you want to buy your Reddit degenerate stocks, you should buy those. You know, but you should go try it. FTX, anything Alameda Research touches is good. And yes, you can go to Geyser here. Select a wallet. Which wallet do I have here? So yeah, apparently you can stake your UNN. Like, I should go to the Uniswap pool here and put my UNN with my Ethereum. Like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't put another 2.2 Ethereum on this. But if you are into it, I wouldn't say no. Most probably it gives a really high yield on your deposit. But I don't know, guys. You should understand first how liquidity pools work before you commit into any of those. It's gonna be, because this is you're gonna enter a 50-50% equal value into the pool, and once you exit, let's say, as you see, 47,860 coins of this shitcoin, not shitcoin, as we said, it's a pretty good coin. It's insurance coin, DeFi insurance coin. So what else would you want? This, you would also need to match it with 2.2 Ethereum. So that would be your that would be 0.08% of the pool. So the pool is small, as you see. If 1% is 3 Ethereum, then that's not a lot, eh? That what, 300 ETH and you have the whole pool. And I'm pretty sure that yeah, and then you can go to Geyser here and get even more. So you can get another 223% on your liquidity pool token. So by getting this, if I first entered this pool and I would get a receipt for entering this pool. That would be a proof that I have contributed liquidity to this pool. Okay, I would get that receipt, I would go to Geyser, and I would deposit the maximum of my receipt. Maximum amount I have. Let's say they give me 30 papers. Think of it like that. I'm gonna deposit 30 papers in here, and I'm gonna get this amount of annual yield. And this will represent a bigger stake on the liquidity pool that I already have a stake. This might sound a little bit of a Ponzi way, but this is a way for them to distribute the coins. This is a way for them to actually reward people that are contributing and creating a market and are easing the trade of this coin. Because as you saw it last time on the video that I went to Uniswap and I immediately just exchanged to Ethereum for these things, UNN token, with zero slippage. There was no price impact, nothing changed. And this is the beauty of decentralized finance, that I can do that and there is no central authority being able to block my transaction. Theoretically, let's always, theoretically. It has happened in the past. Ethereum has done a rollback. CZ Binance has his shitty bridge down. Where is that? The Binance bridge here. Let's see. Is it still down? You know, shit happens. This is not nice. I don't like this. This smells of something. So yeah, I prefer Uniswap. And again, maybe on another network. That's what's more decentralized. I can't pick. What is Solana decentralized? I have no clue. People say it is. There are other people that say it's not. People say that there's one guy behind Solana developing everything, and there's the other guy says that Solana is the third biggest in developer team. I have no fucking clue who's telling the truth and who's not. Really, this is just a gamble when it comes to who's gonna win the race, who says the truth, who has the partnerships, and who actually is doing something and building something. So far, Ethereum has been, in my opinion, has been the winner in terms of projects, developers, innovation. Maybe not return on investment, and maybe not also in user experience. But there's no other experience for the user. What else? It's just theoretical and promises from charlatans like, you know who I'm gonna say, like Charles, like fucking Charles, right? They promise. Well, what do you mean in fees? Usually, yeah, fees, sure, fees. Maybe not in fees. Maybe not in fees that you are in a hurry for. Let's say, If you need to be inside the specific block that that you know you're trying to take the place of someone else, because the block has finite space. Like, not everybody can be included in the block. So this is it's a race. Are you gonna offer more than your fellow block space contestant? So yes, we aped into Union protocol and we are up 10%. This is what's happening. We are up 20%. Like, maybe go up. And I also told you about PPay, guys. Just go play around. Think of what they're trying to do. They also have a gas station, plasma gas station. I want to tell you about that. Is it ready yet? Did I close the window? Let's see. They have a plasma gas station where it allows you to pay for gas in any chain, if it's either it's Polkadot or it's Cosmos or Solana or Binance Chain or any Ethereum, or doesn't matter. With stablecoins, so you don't need to hold the underlying coin, which is pretty good, right? I just went back to Plasma Pay. Sorry for the going around, but I can't. I think there is a reason this has been pumping. It hasn't been feeling anything from the dump. Like, look at this. It's 32 cents. It's beautiful. It just goes up. It was 30 cents a couple of days ago. Yes, it went up to 38 cents, but this is $1. It's gonna reach $1. It can't have all these beautiful things and fiat ramps, and they said they're gonna have here a taxes tab. So this is gonna just you can put which jurisdiction you belong, and it will actually, most probably this is gonna work in the beginning for the US and things like that. Maybe in the north of Europe that have straightforward taxation on cryptocurrencies and all these things. But it's gonna ease your life. It's gonna be easy when the taxman rings your bell. You know, you're gonna have everything ready. Press taxes and say, "Hey, this is my capital gains. Hey, this is how much I came in with. This is how much I gained. This is how much I've cashed out." It's gonna be just easy. It's gonna be easier. Sorry. It's gonna be easier, and it's gonna be earlier than you expect. That all these things are gonna happen. Like, regulation is gonna see the honeypot in the cryptocurrency new millionaires. People are getting insanely rich in this space. They're making money. Like, I'm telling you, I saw these wallets holding 600 million in stablecoins, just playing the automated funds. Like, sooner or later, governments are gonna decide, hey, we need to get a cut out of this. They're gonna try. I'm not saying they're gonna be successful, but they're gonna try. And yes, they're gonna be people that are gonna be willing to pay that in order to sleep well. I'm not saying I agree or I don't agree. It doesn't matter. There are gonna be people doing all sorts of things. So they're gonna offer this as a service. Press a button, calculate your taxes, pay them, be happy. And they have so many partnerships, like these dudes, with such big projects. Like, they have partnership even with NEM. I was reading it the other day, and just the swaps between the different chains, and go cash out and go in and out with your credit card. It's just easy, and compatible with everything. So just go play around, and if you like it, maybe it's a good buy. As I said, this is super small. Plasma Pay is what? It's really nothing. And it's dumping as well. It pumped a lot. You see, past week, like, we spoke 10 days for the first time. We went up 82%. It's up 6 times up in a month. And you know, we got the first coins 84 days ago, so that's 2.5 months. It's been quite some time since we've been following this project. They're doing well, and I don't understand why they wouldn't continue to do well. They just had a partnership with Kylin, you know. There is a reason. They've partnered with so many Polkadot projects. Like, what do they have to do with Polkadot? Why do they have so many Atom partnerships? What do they have to do with the Atom ecosystem? Sure, but they did it. They're gonna also include the DeFi that is going to appear on Polkadot, because Polkadot is made also to be compatible and blockchain agnostic and easily to connect with any other. We're gonna live in a multi-chain universe. You should all be ready for that. Sure, Big Dad is gonna be always big Bitcoin, and we're all gonna accrue our value in Bitcoin, but the functionalities that different chains are going to actually give are going to be different, and for different scopes you're going to have different requirements, and different chains are gonna serve for these purposes, and the end user will not know that these things are living in different ecosystems. If the user needs to know, then it's never going to be successful. So anything that makes compatibility between projects and ecosystems a reality, you should really keep a note on those. And Plasma has a partnership with Kylin, and Kylin now has a sale through a balancer pool. This must sound so complicated for anybody who's like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? So this is a sale. This is like a fair ICO. This is like a decentralized way of price discovery that takes into account malicious actors, bots, whales, and all this shit. So they are trying in a way to give the token to the people. This is like after they've done a seed round, a private round, a strategic round, and all sorts of financing where they've just given money, coins, to different groups of people. That could be promoters, could be developers, could be whatever, community, validators, payment for services, and I have no clue. So now their phase 2 liquidity bootstrapping pool is on Balancer, and this is the Balancer. This is how you're gonna find it if you are interested in that. You can still buy. If you go here, you'll see that the price should be lowish here, about. So it's 142, and this is gonna last. The pool is going to end on the 5th. So that's tomorrow. Tomorrow UTC. You should check your local time if you want to buy this coin. I think this is a great buy. This is no financial advice. I'm just telling you what I have done. There's no point of me telling you, hey, this is a great buy and I don't have it. I've already bought some coins of this. Keep in mind that coins on the previous rounds were sold for pennies. So there are sales for 3 cents, and there are sales for 6 cents. And I think there is also a sale for 1.5 cents, and that was the friends and family sale for the developers. So yeah, okay, give them that at least. But there are several rounds, because all these projects are not going to start developing now. They've already developed. They already have a working product, or at least in beta phase or in a closed beta phase. They have something. This is not all vaporware, at least in theory. Bear with me here. In theory, in the crypto universe, and all this shit. So yes, just take some hard assumptions here, that they are not complete scammers at least. So yeah, now the price is 140, so that's a lot. That's a lot, but the market says that this is going to be really big. Really big, so yeah. Keep an eye. And the balancer pools are working that way, where, like I had here, the price starts very high. The price started at 95 cents, and this is assuming there are no buys or sell orders. As hours pass, the price goes down, which means if there was the other way around, or if it was like free for all, and someone could snipe the first block liquidity, all of it, it would pump the price to 50 times up. So having it open in a high price and decrease slowly, that prevents sniping and whales going really fast and just swiping everything. Because if someone with a fat finger and a very deep pocket really wanted to pump the shit out of this token, this sale, like we haven't even said what this does. You shouldn't even give a shit what it does, to be honest. Now I'm going harsh for the Kylin project, which is a great fucking project, and you should look at it. But from flipping altcoins point of view, where your ultimate goal is to make more Bitcoin at some point, like you shouldn't even care what it does. In my humble opinion, you shouldn't give a shit. You should care that this is a Polkadot parachain that has all the connections in the space to create enough noise to attract enough people to pump their coin the coin in a anti-whale, anti-bot, anti-sniper pool. Where was this fucking pool? Here. And keep the price at 142. Man, this is, I'm telling you, the most expensive private round in the project was 6 cents. These are small sales. Don't expect that, okay, we have, all these are vested as well. Nobody can sell of these people. Like, even if you buy on the Uniswap listing on the 5th of March, you can't, nobody from the foundation, nobody from the friends and family, the promoters, all these guys have their tokens vested. Obviously, otherwise they would just, it's like shooting themselves on the foot, having the price dump immediately on your initial supporters. No, they want the price to go up, obviously. And they're not stupid. They're in a bull market. They released in a great timing. It's very hard to time this shit because they set their release date months ago. And despite this being an anti-whale pool, starting from high to low, the price has been kept up there. It started at 95 cents. Here you go. 95 cents. And this is 950 million fully diluted project. So this is if the coin, but this is never gonna happen. I'm not, meaning the initial circulation, fully diluted means in many years when all the tokens are released. Now that the project is releasing is gonna have starting amount is going to be very small, like 13 million tokens that are actually, oh no, 95% is 13 million and 5% is 650k. You can do the math. So yeah, and this is the price it starts, and it has gone up. You would expect from a coin that had such low price on the pre-sale to dump, but it's going up, and people that were expecting to get lower. Here is what I was looking at DeFi pulse. Here, total value locked 40 billion. So yeah, the fact that it's going up is super bullish, and think that nobody will be able to dump on your face. Nobody will have coins to dump. So if you manage to actually buy some coins here on the, I bought some coins on the balancer pool, go for it. And if you don't, I would advise you to stay away from the Uniswap listing. There's going to be a Uniswap listing. Like if you get the Kylin token, here it is, smart contract. This is my smart contract. Wait, this is the smart contract for what? For the balancer, maybe. So yeah, there is the smart contract. Here, the token address is this. You can take the token address and you can go to Uniswap. You can paste it. Here, you'll find it. I don't have it in this wallet because I don't have my tokens yet. Because they're in the pool, but yeah, sure. You would be able to exchange. Here, put for Ethereum. There's not enough. See, it even sees the price. What the fuck is this? That's crazy. So yeah, this is going to have enough liquidity to facilitate enough trades for day one. Like, most probably this is going to be hyped. This is going to exceed the 50-60 million daily volume on its first day, because people are going to be FOMOing to go buy it. So I would advise you to stay away if you haven't decided yet and you don't want to buy it at 142 because you expect it to go lower and be happier and like, so people are going to buy it, let's say now at 140, and you think you're smarter and you're going to come here and you're going to put your USD here. DAI is a stable coin. This is a dollar. One DAI is $1. No, I'll put USDT here. USDT, I have 8,000. So I put 1,000 USDT. If you think that you will get more coins the first day of Uniswap listing, so when this is possible, you are wrong. This is gonna be squeezed. There's going to be a bot. I'm telling you, this is easy to predict. This is very, very easy to predict. The developing team, if you read here, after the balancer sale is over, there's going to be liquidity deployment in the Uniswap. There's going to be a Uniswap liquidity pool. Fifth of March, somewhere in the article it says, it says here, don't FOMO. It starts higher and ends lower. You wait. So after this ends on the 5th, they will deploy a liquidity pool. Where is it? Where were we? We were here. They will deploy a liquidity pool to facilitate Uniswap trades. The moment on the block the developing team commits the liquidity to the network, on that same block, I guarantee you, there's going to be a transaction with a lot of Ethereum, 200 Ethereum. It's not going to be some mind-boggling amount. It's not going to be like 300 million of Ethereum. No. It's going to be like 300 Ethereum. It's going to be like $1 million. That is going to be the first transaction to execute, and it's going to be on the same block that the liquidity was deployed in the smart contract. That is going to destroy the balance of the pool. So before anybody has the chance, on that specific block, someone will snipe a huge part of the side of the pool that holds the kill tokens, the Kailin tokens. The only mechanism for Kailin to find the price in the market is through the liquidity pool. This is the only market it trades, at least on the 5th. So the only place that the price of Kailin is discovered is this pool that's going to have, it's going to start as 50-50, someone is going to make it not balanced and pump the price. And this is good for everybody, except the people that don't know. Because the people that gave money on the private rounds, seed rounds, friends and family rounds, strategic rounds, whatever closed round, they've already done their times 100. They're extremely happy. Whoever bought on the balancer pool saw now that the price, I'm not saying that it's gonna last. So they will see that they're gonna feel smart. They're gonna say, okay, we took the risk, we bought it from the balancer pool at 142, and look, they squeezed them on the Uniswap listing, and it pumped, and now it's $6. We're saying now, I might be exaggerating, but you need to understand that the Uniswap listings are impossible. You can't get them. You can't get this price that says 1.59 USDT per Kailin token. So 1000 USDT would give me 600 Kailin. You will not get that on the Uniswap listing. A bot will snipe the first transaction, destroy the liquidity of the pool, completely make tilt on one side the price discovery mechanism of the pool, and then Because there are people who don't give a shit about the price of Kylin at that point. They just want to buy some tokens. Make sure they are not going to be scrubbing the decks of the yachts of their friends, like we said. Because their friends already bought in the balancer pool, for example. And now they are feeling, okay, it's at $5. Maybe this is just going up. And if I launch with this rocket, then it will matter little if this goes to $20, and if I bought it at $1 or at $4, you know. Yes, it will matter. It's going to be more X's, but still, I'll be profitable. I disagree. Like, I think it's going to deflate the next couple of days. So if you really want to buy this coin because you believe Polkadot parachains are amazing or are going to be amazing performance. They're going to have an amazing performance in the coming days. Gavin Hood is doing a good job in marketing. Anything that has Polka related is mooning. All the NFT things that are like, any project now is releasing NFTs. Even if you're on Polka, if you're on Atom or you're Solana, Ubiq is doing NFTs. Everybody's doing NFTs. So yeah, if you think Polka parachains are important, go get some Kylin. Sit on it and wait for it to get hyped. Or buy it, become a community member, hold it forever. Polkadot fails and you hold a dead coin. You think like dead coins is the most common thing in the universe. Look at the dead coins here. Or not this. Here, look at the dead coins here. Look at this. $5 to $4. This is not a dead coin. Ink Protocol, Kick Token, BitClave, Live Peer Token, DML, all these are ICOs. All these were Kylins. Really, all of them were promising to change the world. All of them, I believed that they would make me money. They didn't. And the more you go down, the scammier you go. Goop token. This was decentralized Tinder on the blockchain. I think, if I remember correctly, it was a joke. Like, I don't know how this was a good idea back then. Like, in hindsight, like when you look at your old photos and you have these kind of haircuts from high school, and you're like, what the fuck was I thinking? How did my parents allow me to go out like that? It's the same thing you feel. You see these coins, you're like, how the fuck was that a good idea? How, like, dude, yeah, we saw that. That's the most beautiful thing. If you want to be grounded into reality of how shitty are all these coins and everything we've spoken about today, like literally, guys, everything, all the coins from Goose to Otto to except Yern. Yern is good, but everything else is horrible. It's horrible. All of these are all experiments. Kylin, who knows what they're doing? What kind of jerk-offs they are. But yeah, it could be huge. It could be huge. But if you go to CoinMarketCap, it's gonna ground you, because you'll see that what's today is the 3rd. Let's see. Let's take a look. Or we should always take a look on the 2017 pump. 2017 pump. We were at March. Let's say that's the closest we can get. Right? Here you go, guys. These are the players. Where are they? Do you think Dash was gonna change the world? We said that. Name is still there. Silent Cobra. Nobody knows what they're doing. Right? This is again like today, kinda, on the previous run. Look at this. Look at the economy. Like somewhere here in my wallet there is economy. Valued at 0. Factom. It's like, I know people that developed on Factom back then because it was such a good project. Look at these $3. And what's today? This was a great project. You have to understand Factom, for example. The blockchain used to work. People used to use it for time stamping. Very cheap. Look at this. Factom was 13th in market cap. And today, Factom is 637th. Imagine giving your Bitcoin when it was 1,200 and guys, you understand where we've been, where we were and where we are now. You understand that this market cap is not even respected anymore. Like Ethereum has a bigger market cap now. Like Polkadot has, ADA has a bigger market cap than this. You understand? Do you understand that? This is absolutely mind-blowing that Cardano has a bigger market cap than Bitcoin in the previous bull run. So just have a perspective of where we were and how up this whole place is, and look at the altcoins. Other than these two, like where is Zcash? You don't want to see like 39, my god. Zcash, but they did a swap 1 to 1,000. Oh shit! Look at this. Zcash pumped a lot. All-time high. So in October 2016 it was 5k. I don't remember this shit. Litecoin, mumble, wimble. What do you think? Litecoin, man, is unnecessary. I don't want to be harsh on anybody. I'm not saying it's unnecessary. But like, why did Charlie Lee leave, man? Like, I respect the people who are supporting it because, yes, it's a decentralized coin that has some like similarities with Bitcoin and the Bitcoin testing ground and all this cool narrative. But I think it ended at some point. I unfortunately think that I don't think I'm not sure that Litecoin has much future in this. It has a huge community. It has some core believers. Wow, we're dumping hard. But I really don't think that it's going on anywhere. But I also don't think that most coins are going anywhere. It's not that Litecoin is a really bad coin. It's like it's unnecessary. Like Dash was unnecessary. Market showed it. Like this pumped to $1,000. If you go 3 months later, really, if you go 3 months later, you'll see what happened. And that's the like for the people who haven't experienced an altcoin market, a bull run, it happens in Bitcoin prices, in Bitcoin pairs, not in USD pairs. What we're experiencing is a very mild altcoin bull run. Because if we go to, let's go to, let's go here. Yeah. Look how much bigger this is. You get EOS, it has launched. Look how different it is 1 year later. Dash and Augur, who changed the world economy, the Slavs, who would save us from the banking system. That's what they would promise you will become an asset manager, a decentralized asset management. It just stole your Ethereum. These dudes ICO'd in 2016 and got so much Ethereum for zero amount of money, zero product, no traction, no customers, nothing. Factom has been forgotten. Steam, this is, Steam was a project from Dan Larmer, whatever his name is. And then we go 1 year later and that's the next project that he launches. This guy takes projects and gets them to top 10. This is his mission in life. he gets a project to top 10 and then abandons it and goes to the next one. So he has done it like 4 times, 3 times. He did it with Steemit, he did it with EOS, and now he's launching a new product. I have no idea. I checked it, I saw it. He has a tweet. Let me see if I can find Dan La. I have no idea. Like, I'll find it for the next stream, guys, and tell you which new project he has, because I'm telling you, this is for sure. It's gonna get to top 10 and then it's gonna drop like a fucking brick from the 5th floor or something. It's gonna have a great descent. So yeah, if you want to see good DeFi projects, go to DeFi Pulse and see who are first. Like, there is a reason on MakerDAO that there are 6.2 billion locked. This is credits. This is like loans and shit. You should explore. You should explore. You shouldn't just watch videos of influencers, read Medium posts, like listen to all the circle jerk and the echo chamber. You shouldn't. You should, hey, this is a good project. Let's see it. Let's visit it. What are they doing? Can I understand it? Can I like, especially in this kind of, if you're looking to invest in something. If you're just looking how to lock your stablecoin, you don't need to know how it works. You just need to know that's insured and that's audited. These are the only 2 things you should care about. Is it audited? Is it insured? And if both answers are yes, you should go in. You shouldn't sell your house to go in. But yeah, you should go in. And yeah, don't hold assets that are not producing anything, that have no upside. Like holding dollars under your mattress has 0 upside. Put them somewhere. Make them work for you. Yeah, it seems like the general market is dumping. I don't like it. What can you do? And yeah, put it in liquidity pools. Put it in single asset liquidity pools. Put it in USD. You can put it in stablecoin liquidity pools where you have one side one stablecoin, other side the other stablecoin, and you're just creating a swap market. Usually contracts like is here Yiffy. Like, for sure, they are reviewed by Quantstamp. Quantum is the biggest player in the game. If Quantstamp costs so much money to get reviewed, I think Quantstamp is the biggest auditor. Yeah, blockchains that are audited are proud of it. They are very proud that their auditor, that they managed to get through an audit. Look at this, all the Cardano, Ethereum 2, Siemens, Binance, Chainlink, Maker, everybody goes to Quantstamp. If your project has been audited by Quantstamp, that's a good project. That's a project that cares to have the seal of the auditor, of the best auditor. Oh my god, super rare.